Oh, hello. Welcome to the Dumbfounding Dipshits podcast. I'm Mike, that is Ryan, and today we are here
What's
to
going
talk
on?
about some slaptastic bullshit.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I know I may have talked shit. I know you talk shit. I think I may have talked shit about the slap bout fighting, like
It
one-on-one slap
it's
contests.
so fucking stupid. Like it's
Okay,
so
it's like arm wrestling a little bit, right? Like where it's like like there is
I have
competitive,
more
it exists, but it's something that's sort of not to make a pun, but over the top. You know what I mean?
I have
For
more respect for
like,
arm
did he
wrestlers.
get didn't get the over the top joke? No, did it go over your top?
I don't get the over the top
Over the
joke.
top. It's the Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling movie.
Oh my I dude,
Where he's the truck driver and he arm
I
wrestles.
didn't even remember that movie existed, and now that you mention it, it's in my head. But I didn't even remember that was a thing. I think I watched it once and tried to forget.
That's what this sort of reminds me of. But the thing is, now it's invaded my dreams, dude.
What do you
Like
mean
I've
it
literally, I've had two dreams this week, and
that
they
involves slapping?
involves this slap fighting shit. One of them, I was witnessing it, right? Like I was sitting, you know how you would sit at fights, you would sit in the audience and watch
Yes.
these people
Yes.
knocking, and every matchup was a knockout. Like it was just like, I'm like, what the fuck? This is like insane. Like I had like sensory overload from the knockouts. Like sort of how when you watch like a UFC and you see five finishes in a row and you're like, oh my god. But it's except it was 20 people each getting like Congo line dun dun dun
But
dun dun
it's
dun 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 dun, and knocked out, and one after the next.
have you
And then
seen
the next dream, I was next in line, and then I woke up. So,
what's it is it called slap fighting or is it slap battle? Slap fighting.
slap battle, slap fighting. It's battle slaps. I don't
I
know.
don't get it. I don't get what the appeal is. I mean,
I get the
oh
appeal.
wait. Okay, I see appeal. Okay, I'm gonna share a video right now, real quick. I see the
Okay.
appeal in this one. I feel yes, this one definitely.
It spikes your interest.
This spikes my interest, and you'll
It
see
could be
why in a
brutal.
second. Here's why.
Oh,
Why would this pique my interest? Wait.
oh
Oh, hold
no,
on.
no.
Let's get it louder.
Is there a nip slip?
Oh, she's about to go too. Hold on. I gotta start it
Oh
over.
wow. What timing, bro?
This only piques my interest because they're both hot. Or at least from this angle, they kind of look hot. I can't really tell. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, Jake Paul's reaction.
She's like, no,
What a slap! There's a reason she's 1-0.
that wasn't that bad of a
But I,
slap.
is this other girl gonna knock her out? Is that what's gonna
I
happen?
don't know. But like to me, like this, listen,
Okay.
this
This
screams
this is
brain
interesting.
damage.
Yeah, but this is entertaining a little bit. This feels like wrestling a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's entertaining right now because they're two hot chicks doing it. But when you have two like big, hairy dudes smacking each other and then their face blows up to 4 times the size it was, it doesn't really.
That's what's fucking crazy is that it gets out of hand like that. Because the thing is, you used to watch people. Ric Flair used to chop chests all day long in wrestling, and these people are just doing it to each other's faces. Some people do get fucked up. The knockouts are the craziest thing. That's I think what piqued my interest initially was just my algorithm force feeding me
Well, yeah,
slap
definitely. The
fighting
algorithm
videos.
definitely force feeds us this shit. And
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
like, I thought the rule is it has to be cheek only.
No, they're hitting neck.
That's what
They're
I'm
hitting
saying. Like,
head.
I've seen a lot of the knockouts. The guy's getting whacked on the ear. Of course, you're gonna fucking.
Palm to the jaw.
Yeah,
Is
that's
what's
not. I
knocking,
thought that's
breaking
illegal.
jaw. Yeah, I know.
And like, okay, let's go
And
back to the
and dude, the thumbnail. Just look at the thumbnail. Could you go to the thumbnail for a second? Let's just talk
this
about
one,
this still. The thumbnail.
our
Yes,
thumbnail.
please. Our
Our.
thumbnail. Yeah. Our thumb. Yes.
How do I get to it without?
DFDS. The thumbnail. That's
I
gonna be our
c-
rebrand.
I can't show it
DFDS.
without us disappearing.
All right.
Can I?
Okay.
No. Now you're small and I'm
No.
big.
Wah, wah. Either way, behind us are two very large gentlemen that were slap fighting each other. And if you were ever slapped by one of these gentlemen, I'm pretty sure your head would fly off your head. You would just be. It would be like a golf ball. You
I
ever see
wouldn't
like
be. I
when they
wouldn't be
have those
slap
hockey
fighting them.
players? You ever see those hockey players at the driving range or the baseball players at the driving range? And they just launch that fucking golf ball to outer space, like they just
Or
launch it. There's a
baseball.
whole,
Yeah.
yeah, all those guys that aren't golfers just fucking hack at these motherfuckers and send them flying. That's what these guys would do to like an average person.
So apparently the slap fighters are complaining about the low pay.
$5,000 for that one champion. Did you see the guy who got his face? He looked like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, except the full side of his
Yes,
face.
but you're smacking someone. What did you want to think? Get paid millions for smacking someone? You're smacking someone. You're not a professional boxer. You're not a professional. You are not. Hold on. You're not a professional anything.
Of course not.
Nothing.
You're an amateur slapper at best, right? But what I'm saying is, real life slappers fight in the UFC like Nate Diaz. Real slappers. People
the Stockton slap is a whole different thing.
That's disrespectful. That's one of that. It doesn't have that much force, but it really does damage like your ego. Anyway, that's like its magical power. But these people have might. They're like it's like the mighty Thor slapping you. When these people do get knocked out, I feel like the CTE repercussions from this shit is going to be worse than anything. Because people are slapping each other out of weight class in some of these leagues.
Wait, why are we not here?
Well, we did get to see the picture we were trying to get.
How do we? Where'd it go? What's this? There we go. There we go. That's better. That was weird. It doesn't usually do that.
Does this girl follow up now? Does this girl,
Let's see.
like,
Let's
happen to
see.
give her a follow?
Let's see what's going on.
Why are they laughing?
When they're done, are they gonna scissor or something?
I don't know. I mean, that's what everybody's hoping that happens, but I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Arnold's there.
Arnold, he was sponsoring, I think, this stuff where he had he was involved in some sort of promotion for before Dana had I guess brought it to the UFC umbrella.
Listen, their skirts are not short enough for this shit.
You can find this on Fight Pass, right? This is like what this shit.
I have no idea. I unsubscribed to that shitty thing. Arnold, thank God it wasn't me that got slapped, because if a woman slapped me, I'd have sex with her.
Nah, the only thing a woman has ever slapped me is with divorce papers.
Well, didn't he bang the ugly nanny or maid or something?
He had a child. Yeah, he had a child with his I believe his
Cleaning lady.
His house manager.
Housekeeper?
She living.
Lived in his dick.
Like Belvedere status, except
She's got this form.
you're fucking Belvedere.
I love when they try to take this so seriously. So they're like, look at the form in that slap. Form.
They gotta keep you interested, dude. You remember Monday Night Raw was half of Monday Night Raw was Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Like that was half of Monday Night Raw.
True.
For their fucking reaction. Oh my God! You were that's all you wanted to hear. It was just like the over the top fucking commentary.
So let's see the follow up here. Let's see what this is about.
It is tucked.
They don't look like they could do much damage, but I guess it could hurt. I hope she knocks her out.
She hit her head.
See that wasn't good.
A little bit of a
That wasn't good.
headshot.
I'm not impressed. I want to see fucking knockouts.
Bro, let's see what this is about.
This is a very good fighter. These are big men.
This is a very good fighter. He's not fighting.
They do refer to them as fighters.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
I mean, it is battle, right? Like it is a form of battle, but it's like is it?
Look,
is this like it's chivalrous, like sort of kind
there's
of?
No,
shit?
like he has an amazing strategy. You what? Swing his hand back and then forward. That's a great strategy, guys.
I think so. I mean, they are getting knocked out. These guys
Look at that form.
Like every bad
Well, yeah, of course you're getting knocked out. The guy has a baseball bat of an arm.
guy from every movie you've ever watched.
But the thing is, some of these
Directly
things go a
from
couple
Poland.
of rounds. That's what's fucking crazy.
So this one's scheduled for 3 rounds. You've got
This one's scheduled for 3 rounds.
So it's 3 slaps? They each
In
get a
the
slap?
octagon, I mean, the ring, I mean, around the
pedestal.
table.
It's a table? There's a table across from them, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's got to be distance there.
all right, Governor. As a weightlifter, does he have an advantage being a power lifter?
Right, okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
care.
really interested.
Oh, wait.
Toth will go first.
Toth?
TOTH?
Whoa. What? That was...
Oh!
I seen him wobble a little bit. He doesn't
I didn't see him
understand a
get
word
hit with
you're
anything.
saying.
But the
You didn't see that?
A little bit.
Barely.
Here, look. Wait, wow. right now. I don't know why they didn't show it. They cut away from it.
He backed up. This guy
seen him
backed
wobble
up.
a
He
little
didn't take
bit.
the shot.
No, he fell backwards. He
Doesn't
took 2
understand
steps.
a word you're saying.
But the folks do. The
I call
judges saw
fuckery.
something.
I think a lot of shit is fixed nowadays. I'm like, I know I'm deep into my paranoia about this,
Folks,
but I'm pretty
this
sure the
could end
NFL
right
is fixed
here.
after this
They're
weekend.
checking his chin. You cannot drop your chin to obstruct
This could be
that
fixed
shot.
too.
Here we go. Mad Max.
Quap.
Oh! Mad Max.
Thank you.
He also flinched before it hit him. He knew it was coming, and that's bad. Look, see? I would stare you dead in the eyes and then go unconscious probably after that smack. Oh, his eyes roll in the back of his head right there. They're rolling in the back of his head, and he goes down.
God, he's in outer space. That guy.
This is
Oh my God.
this is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of, you know who I imagine.
Hilarious. Dude, it's
Yes,
so
it is. Okay, yeah, it is. Do you know who watches this? Do you know who watches this? Besides idiots like us and dipshits like us, you know who watches this? People who like the band Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, maybe. People who still wear Affliction t-shirts, like,
Yes.
yeah, they're definitely into this shit. Nah, for sure. I mean, IDLM, I'm not paying for pay-per-views. It's just coming up. Listen, this is just what the Matrix wants me to watch this.
Yes, all the time I get these short videos from the algorithm.
And I've been getting them for a while, for probably a couple of years, but it's been overload now. Now
The
it's
problem might be that we watch it. That's the problem, is that we actually watch it and laugh.
right now, my algorithm is slap fighting,
But like, look, this guy.
alligators, and fucking, well, really dwarf caiman. They're actually just really small crocodiles. Like, they're just, anyway. So
This guy has brain
and-
damage
and
right
tortoises.
now. This guy has brain
And
damage right now.
tortoises slap fighting.
They do
And
that.
alligators slap fighting. And alligators and tortoises slap fighting. Actually, no, I watched an alligator and an alligator snapping turtle, like, in an enclosure together, like, and the alligator was, like, playing fucking volleyball with this thing underwater. Just flipping this alligator snapping. Oi! Nice! Alright, he's got form. I would say he has form. Can we fast forward to the next knockout, maybe?
Who wins in a fight, him or Stipe Miocic?
Stipe.
100%.
Hawaii in the house.
He's
Francis
gonna
Ngannou.
he's gonna win.
This is the guy that's in the thumbnail, correct?
I have no idea. I just picked a random thumbnail I found. Hold
He
on.
looks like a Pacific Islander who's definitely dense as fuck and is gonna slap.
Sorry, I accidentally removed us both.
I've seen him
Like a
before.
review.
I've seen him before. I don't know if I see him slap this guy.
Let's see. He has an unfair advantage because of that long beard. You can't see where his chin begins or ends.
There's got to be something that breaks, like,
Is this the guy we just saw get knocked out?
no,
The
this
other-
guy's bigger.
Number one.
These guys are bigger. Mike, these guys are way bigger.
No, that's the guy we just saw get knocked out. Look at him. The bald guy's the one we just saw get knocked out. Oh wait, which one? The one with no beard.
No, this guy weighs 100 pounds more than that guy that we just saw get knocked out. The guy that we just saw get knocked out had a huge arm patches.
Hold on. He wants to go.
Oh yeah, you're right.
To go now.
These guys are 100 pounds more than those guys before.
Yeah, there's weight classes. I want to see
Yeah.
a 150 pounder get smacked by these guys.
Like that white kid with the blacked out eyeballs. You ever see that video of that dude getting slapped by a fucking guy 3 times his size?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
At least they wear mouthpieces not to shatter their teeth.
Now they do. That's probably not how this started. I can almost guarantee you that. This is shit that you used to see in the back bar at a fucking truck stop probably for years.
Lift that chin up. Lift that chin up.
His chin is disappearing.
The Polak is not happy.
Here we go.
That's what he said?
Didn't you hear
What
that?
Jake Paul said?
Here we go.
Listen.
The Polak is not happy.
Whoa! Yo, Jake Paul's a straight up racist.
No, he's not.
He probably
What,
didn't know.
aren't that what you call people from Poland? Polacks?
No, that's derogatory, I thought.
Is it? Let's see.
I believe it is.
How would you spell Polak? I know how to spell it. Lock. Derog.
I believe it is a derogatory term. It would be
It
a
is.
Polish
It is.
person.
It is a derogatory term, mainly by North American people, to refer to a Polish person. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what this Polak got.
Yeah, I'm sure Jake Paul got away with it though. I'm pretty sure he did.
You know, he probably is Polish or some nonsense, so he can say it. But look at him tucking his chin. That's not fair.
To be fair, he doesn't have that much of a chin to begin with.
He missed mostly.
I hit his neck. Like that.
He moved. He moved. Look. He moved.
I saw a little movement.
I saw shoulder. Shoulder move.
I saw a little movement.
Yeah, two.
These guys are getting fired up with this shit. Jesus Christ. Yo, I call shenanigans, and I'm gonna say these people are on fucking. They're not being piss tested. That's for sure.
Why would you piss test them? They're smacking each other. Why would you even bother?
If you want to be taken seriously, there's gotta be rules and
No,
regulations.
you don't. No, there doesn't. They're smacking each other. What rules and regulations? Okay, just smack the face. Okay. Next. No, next. Just smack
Yeah, but you
the
can't
face.
karate chop people.
No, it has to be palm and fingers. It can't be straight palm. The hand has to be straight. That's why they do that whole bending thing, because it has to be completely straight.
You know very well if you hit somebody the hard part of your palm on the fucking top.
Yeah,
of
you
their-
could kill
their
him.
Chin,
Knock him out.
you knock them out for sure. You could break somebody's nose with a slap.
They're calling a foul on Koa for lifting his shoulder.
So the other guy totally moves. Blatantly moves.
You could call foul. You see, there's rules, Mike.
You know, no, you're not supposed to move your
There's
shoulder.
rules.
You're not supposed to move your shoulder. But I don't think he moved his shoulder. The other guy did.
Take care of business right here. Here we go.
These guys are big guys, man. Jeez Louise.
Solid's wobbling. These days, I'm looking in his
And he moved too.
eyes.
I'm just saying, what's funny is that I don't know what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure that's what it would look like if you had like a very giant, like fat baby and you just like slapped it. Like that's what it would look like.
Oh, I
Like
forgot to
this guy,
announce.
like,
We have a new sponsor.
ooh,
It's not a they don't pay us anything. My wife physically went out and bought this. So, but they're a sponsor now.
what is that, Mike?
You don't know what that is?
Krispy Kremes?
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's Krispy Kremes.
Here, before we get
I'm
back.
jealous. I'm jealous.
Hold on, guys. It's a little hard, so it's not from the factory that makes them fresh. So it's a heart.
But they still use the best high fructose corn syrup, though.
Oh, look what's inside, though. You can't see that, can you?
That's jism, bro. That's
It's not custard. It's cream.
it's angel jism right there.
Ah. Now you guys have to watch me eat it.
You high fat fuck.
I'm not hard. Not
It's
yet, at least.
funny, like what's funny is watching you eat this donut and then watch this baby looking Polish dude get slapped by the Samoan.
Let's go back to the Polish dude.
Oh, what are you saying?
Oh, he's American. I thought he was from like
Hawaiian, they said. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So Mike, I'm led to believe that they get knocked out and they get pushed back up to fight again.
Oh, he went out. He went out.
Wow, he got stiff. I think he shitted himself.
Zalish moves to 17-0.
He definitely shit himself. Wait, that guy's 17-0? Wow.
Yo, they got a stretcher.
Poland is going crazy back home. To keep fighting.
Wow, I feel bad now. Now I feel bad.
Why? Wait, is that what's his name? Volkanovski? No, it's not. Never mind.
No.
Oh, he's out.
Ooh.
He's out.
That that was as good as an actual fucking knockout.
He's so angry looking.
Oh, this guy is like he's like all head and
Also
trap.
known as Mr. Clean because he slaps the cleanest.
Wow.
Is that true? Says it on the card.
I don't know if that was clean though. Might have caught a little shoulder there.
That's funny.
He did not
See,
just
it's like
fall
wrestling.
back.
I told you,
He's
Mike, it's
grooving
like wrestling.
A big hit.
Yeah, he caught a bit of air there. Let's see.
I would rather see this with a pair of like white gloves,
Yeah.
circa like 18th
Yeah.
century. You know what I mean? Like I challenge you to a duet.
His chin's down. His chin's down.
That wasn't a half. That was a full tilt.
These guys are on so much pre-workout.
Ooh.
He's swelling up. This guy's
Oh,
look,
it's coming
his
out
face
from
is
the rim. It's coming out.
That guy looks good.
Wow.
his face is swelling up.
Well, let's make out now.
Good sportsmanship. We love to see that.
Love it.
Is that it?
Oh,
My name is Alligator.
My name is Mr. Brain Damage. Give him the belt.
Could we see this guy's face that got broken for whatever $5,000 like tournament thing that he?
Do you know his
what I'm
name?
talking about? I have no fucking idea. All I know is I saw the side of his puppy face.
Hold on. Slap fighting
Champ
broken face.
face. Yeah.
Is it this guy? Hold on, the droopy face.
Yes.
It's no mystery that slap fighting is a serious risk for head and brain injuries, but this most recent clip going around social media highlights a whole
He's like,
other
"Ow."
area of injury
He's like,
concern
"Ouch,
for what,
ouch."
frankly, is one of the most ridiculous sports I've ever seen.
Yes,
Welcome back,
thank you for
everybody.
saying
I'm
that.
Dr. Brian Suter, and if you're new here and enjoy learning about the underlying anatomy and mechanisms of different sports injuries, then please consider subscribing to support the channel and stay up to date with all my
Yeah.
future videos.
Check this guy,
In my opinion,
Brian
slap
Sutter.
fighting should not exist. It's completely unnecessary danger, in my opinion, but that soapbox is a whole nother story that I've done a video about in relation to Dana White's Power Slap League. But this clip highlights a whole different area of potential trauma that, again, makes this sport
Sorry, I gotta
ridiculously
move my mic. I
unsafe.
can't see it.
We can see here in this competition, this RXF slap
Why
fight
does he gotta say
championship
trauma? Why
here, I
can't he
guess.
say danger?
We can see after this one competitor, who ended up ironically winning the whole thing, gets hit here, we can see how much sort of just, number one, soft tissue swelling, edema, what's likely hematoma formation we have on the left side of his face, but more importantly,
A lot
this
of
significant
swelling.
drooping of this left side of his lower face, which raises
guy
concern
was
that
straight Harvey
amongst
Dent,
the
like-
potential bone and brain injuries with this, you could also be having nerve damage. With our Biodigital Anatomy tool here, I've highlighted all the different muscles, blood
His
vessels,
orbitals
and nerves
definitely broke.
around the face.
We're getting
You can
nerded
see
right now,
There's a
or
lot of
doctored.
different muscles. There's a ton of different muscles that help control eye closure, all the different facial expressions, and so it's a very complex region of anatomy. In particular here, the nerve that I'm worried about is a nerve called the facial nerve. It's the 7th of 12 cranial nerves, meaning it originates from our brainstem and then goes out to the rest of our body, typically with these
So what
cranial
happened to
nerves
this
somewhere
guy's
around
nerve?
our head. The cranial nerve 7, the facial nerve, controls the muscles of our face. It's extremely important for expressions, for movement, for me just sitting here talking. I could not do that if I have a damaged facial nerve. I have it highlighted here in green. And so the facial nerve itself actually comes out from the skull, sort of up underneath and behind the ear, comes out and then branches to control the top part of our face, kind of the middle part of the face, and then the lower part of our face.
In other words, it's bad, and you shouldn't be smacking yourselves in the face.
That hard. These people are fucking playing on each other, dude. I'm definitely like confident if they're slapping like that punch machine that you see at every bar and fucking amusement park. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. You mean what's it
people
called?
hitting
It's
that
called
with one of those slap Punch-O-Matic 3000. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like if you see somebody slap one of those from a proper position, like I'm guaranteeing you're gonna send numbers up on something like that. Like you're definitely fucking the PSI. You know.
public service announcement. Oh, that's PSA. Never mind.
PSA announcement. This guy won $5,000. That was his prize. Did you know that? Did you know that? He got paid $5,000 to spend $11,000 at the hospital.
Was it one day?
I don't know.
$5,000 in one day is not bad. I mean, I don't know if it's worth that, but I'm just saying it's not bad. Right. What's going on with my monitor? Hold on, my monitor is now in a different shade of color.
You feel like you're on the moon, Mike. You're like sort of floating towards the camera.
No,
You're like this. You're like
to fix the monitor because it's like green. There we go. Now it's like the actual
just
color
floating
it's supposed
around
to be.
here. Just floating around.
Sorry, making adjustments on the fly. So, how's life? How's smacking around things?
Chilling. I don't know, dude. I haven't
Nice
slapped
hoodie.
anybody for
Nice hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I think they're going on tour again. Or they're
Really?
playing fucking festivals. Yeah, they're still alive, this band.
Doesn't
Great.
he? Doesn't the singer do something? I forgot
Jamie
what
Jost has a podcast
that too. Oh no, doesn't he? Yes.
on Gas Digital.
Yes,
And,
that's what I
yeah.
thought. Yes, Gas Digital. That's what I was.
Yeah,
I knew
so
it was something.
I mean, it's cool because it feels like Headbangers Ball Generation 2, you know, but with
Wow,
just
Headbangers
no-
Ball. Wow.
Yeah, but except there's no videos. It's just interviews, and they're cool. Like he has a lot of fucking cool stuff.
I forgot about Headbangers
I
Ball
follow.
until you just mentioned it, man.
It was the best show on music television when it was music television and not just MTV.
Well, now it's reality.
Those
TV.
were the days. Yeah, but there was actually
That doesn't
a time.
play music videos. There was a time where
At
they
least-
played music videos.
Yeah, 75% of the time was music, and there was even a time where 100% of the time it was fucking music. Yeah, but yeah, times changed. No, and people want to just listen to music and not really watch it as much. But now it's like, I think there's a different like sort of.
But they still make music videos. It's just YouTube now instead of anything
There's a
else.
second wave of popularity with music videos now because they're way cheaper to make. They're not like Hollywood budget fucking movies. They were actual, like Joel Schumacher was doing music videos. Like it was like, you know what I mean?
What's his name
Like,
started
there were-
out doing music videos? The guy, Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Steven.
And the guy wasn't Ang Lee, the guy who did like the original fucking Hulk movie and a whole bunch of other movies. He like did music
Soberg.
videos too.
Steven Soderbergh. Is that his real name? No, that's not right. What's his name? What was the name of the movie he directed?
I have no idea.
Where
I know
the
the name is
little
familiar.
things are a movie. Who's the director? Because I know it's the same person. No, that's not it. The Wild Things, not the Little Things. Wow, Mike. That was 2009. Director is... Where the fuck did it go? Oh, Spike Jonze. That's who I was actually thinking of. Spike Jonze started out doing music videos.
Yep. Yes. And like, I think.
With the Beastie Boys. He did a lot of Beastie Boys videos. He also directed Jackass. Produced Jackass.
Mm-hmm.
Writer for Jackass.
But only the movies, not the TV show. The TV show was still like a hodgepodge. From all
No. He did Jackass the movie in 2002. He produced it and wrote it. Jackass number 2, he produced it and wrote it. Jackass 2.5, he produced it and wrote it. Jackass 3D, he produced it and wrote it. Jackass 3.5, produced it and wrote it. Jackass Bad Grandpa, produced it and wrote it. that Bad Grandpa .5 produced it and wrote it. Jackass Forever produced it and wrote it. Jackass 4.5 produced it and wrote it. I remember they made.
So,
I don't even know they made that many Jackasses.
He believes in Jackass. That's his. He loves Jackass probably more than Johnny Knoxville loves Jackass. Well, I'm pretty sure Johnny Knoxville has to be really good friends with him. They all have to be really good friends.
I mean, yeah, he's produced all.
I don't know. Speaking about Jackass, I don't know if you follow like Bam Margera, but apparently he's doing a lot better and he's not disappearing.
He's on tour with Steve-O. They're on tour together.
Yeah, good for him. I seen him podcasting with his parents.
So
I get very reminiscent.
I
literally watch those shows religiously, and I used to like. I used to have the videotapes, the CKY videotapes, and
I still have CKY, the DVDs in my attic. CKY 2. Is it 2 or is it called something else? I have a box set. It's like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are unreleased nonsense, and some of them are...
CKY 2K was the second one, and then there was the CKY 3
You're right.
video.
2K. What's that? Let's see now. Now I gotta go to Wikipedia.
Nothing made me want more than to just demolition derby some shopping carts after watching that shit.
Oh my god!
It was a bad influence. That show, that and Backyard Wrestling were like some of the worst shit like that a kid could watch in the late 90s and early 2000s.
There was 4 of them, by the way. CKY, CKY 2K, CKY 3, CKY 4, latest and greatest.
And they made a movie called Haggard that was meh.
And apparently it was directed by...
my favorite Johnny Knoxville movie is probably the most politically incorrect one.
Which one's that?
The Ringer.
That was a Jackass movie?
Not a Jackass movie, but Johnny Knoxville was in it.
Johnny Knoxville, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, he's not a bad actor, you know?
He's done. I even like that corny shit that he did with fucking with The Rock. What was it? Standing Tall or something like that. The one where he like comes back home. It's like based on a true story, but it was completely
Standing Tall.
Yeah. Standing Tall.
Walking
right?
Tall. No, Walking Tall.
Walking
Tall.
Yeah. And
I just looked it up. It's Walking Tall.
I think like they changed the whole story before they made the movie and like changed a lot of facts around, and it was like
it's the same movie.
Loosely be based as like on a true story kind of shit. But I remember there was one.
Wait, it's a true story?
It was based on a true story, I think.
I don't see that on any
about
of it.
Some dude who becomes sheriff after he comes back from the military or some shit.
Hold on. Based on Walking Tall. Walking Tall is film.
Speaking about wrestling, though, you know what? Like, I think the NFL is fixed. I think it's fixed. I think you've said this before too. I believe I've heard you say that the NFL is fixed.
I don't think I've ever said the NFL is fixed. I think I said the NFL and all sports are built to just distract you from what's going on in the world. And if something important is going on, why not make it happen when everyone's distracted and watching football? We had this whole.
You mean like
sports.
You mean like covert operations?
Yeah.
Like happening while major sporting events are going on?
Yeah. I mean, the Romans did it, didn't they? They used it to distract everybody.
That sounds like a Tom Clancy like novel, you know?
Speaking of Tom Clancy, have you ever seen The Sum of All Fears?
Yes.
That was a great movie. It gets little recognition, but it was a great movie.
And, Hunt for Red October was good too.
And Liev Schreiber? Liev Schreiber, whatever.
Sabretooth?
Yes, he's incredible in that movie. If you remember, he's the secret. He's like the secret agent dude who goes. He's the assassin, and he's like. It's like such a random scene where he gets the phone call and he's like, "I don't do this anymore. Well, this is your last time. I don't do this anymore. This will be your last time." And then he does it, and at the very, very end, the bad guy thinks he gets away with it, and he blows up because of.
So who's Jack Ryan in that?
Is it Jack Ryan?
Is that
it is
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck plays Jack Ryan. I didn't realize
Who's your favorite Jack Ryan?
Probably Ben Affleck.
No, that's not mine.
That's not
Harrison
your.
Ford. It's the best Jack Ryan.
Oh, that's right. That was Jack Ryan too.
Alec Baldwin was
Who?
Jack Ryan.
No, he wasn't.
Harrison, yes, Alec Baldwin for Hunt for Red October was Jack Ryan.
Really?
I think. Yeah. Harrison Ford was Jack Ryan. The
Who
dude
has
from The
played
Office is
Jack
now-
Ryan? Let's
he's
see.
Jack Ryan.
John, whatever his name is, he's from The Office.
Krasinski. Yeah.
Harrison Ford, Chris Pine, Alec Baldwin,
Pine.
Ben Affleck, Richard Vidin. Who's this guy?
Harrison
When
Ford
did
was the
he
best
play? What movie was he in? Tumors? That's a Jack Ryan movie?
one. Tom Clancy.
What?
Speaking about Jack Ryan, you know what's a really good show?
What?
I don't know. I didn't care too much for the Tom Cruise movie, but Reacher, the TV show, is really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good show.
What is it on?
Amazon, I think.
Oh,
Amazon
the
Prime.
dude who plays Jack Reacher's the man.
It's hilarious. Too.
He's from
Super funny.
Blue Mountain State. Remember Blue Mountain
Yeah.
State?
Yeah,
Wait, it's a comedy?
it's an action dramedy.
So you said it's hilarious. How does that work?
If you like sarcastic Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger like one-liners, but in a smart TV show, like a smart sort of cop-ish meets Rambo walking through a town, you don't belong here kind of, motif plot kind of thing.
I guess that could be hilarious. Oh, by the way, our last
And he John Wicks a whole bunch of people.
isn't he supposed to? That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point. But the thing is, when you're watching like the Tom Cruise version, it's like if you know that Tom Cruise is like, he's like Henry Cejudo, like he's like just like he's an itty bitty guy that could like maybe be physical.
Yeah, no, but
you're
you
not
can't.
manhandling.
You gotta
you're not
remember,
manhandling.
The
225
camera angles matter.
pounds.
In the movie, he's 6'2".
This guy playing Reacher in this show is actually the size of the dude the character is based on. So he is like, okay, it's plausible this dude is definitely tossing half giant men around like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool.
I mean, if you know judo, you could toss around half giant men.
If you know jujitsu, you could toss around half giant men.
I mean, you could pull guard.
Wrestlers, if you're a wrestler, you can.
So I'm not even gonna bother playing the video because the last episode we did where we played the TLC My Strange Addiction, we got flagged because they said we're not supposed to play that. And I said, but we're just critiquing it. We're allowed to do that. They said, no, you're not.
Wow.
But what's with this chick who's 23, but she looks like she's 9 years old?
Yeah, the reality show on TLC.
Yes, but we gotta go into it as if the people don't know who she is.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna beat the dead horse, but I'm beating the dead horse.
Yeah, but this is the thing. These people become obsessed and have long-running obsessions with, and it's fucked up to say, right? And I know she has like a condition and all, but some people just like it's supposed to be like as if this is like an educational reality show, but it's not because it's sort of sensationalizing.
Oh, and
unnecessarily.
I can't tell.
What most people are considering to be like fringish.
Yes, I was gonna say, like, I can't tell if the producers are taking advantage of her, or she's taking advantage of the producers.
I think it might
Because
be
she's
symbiotic
not
now, but I think it's
she's
definitely
not a
locked.
child. She looks like a child, but she is
No,
not
she's
a child.
fully-
She's 23 years
she's a
old.
Yeah, fully mature to the law adult.
Did you listen to that Tim Dillon podcast?
Yeah.
He's hilarious. And I said it when I first saw about that trailer for that show.
Yeah.
And I heard the guy was interested in dating her. I said, no matter what, whoever dates this girl is going to be labeled a pedophile, regardless of who they are.
They're not going to be. It's not going to be out there like that. But everyone that you meet, is
We
gonna
know
be
what
like,
we're thinking. We know what they're thinking. Tim Dillon said it best. He said they're all fucking pedophiles, as far as I'm concerned. It's
What, like the producers or what,
no
like,
any grown adult who's into
who's gonna
her.
have sex with her? Yeah, anybody
Yes.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Like unless what I think, it's like, what if she meets somebody with a similar
She did.
condition?
She did. It was an episode about that.
So is that
And they didn't hit it off because, who wants to date an 8-year-old? Weird
she
people.
what's fucked up is like if she's like gunning for like some like super tall, athletic, giant fucking dick,
Which is
dude.
basically the guy that hit her up, and now he's dating her.
Curious.
What's her boyfriend? Let's see. I just want to. I'm not gonna pray any TLC. I'm not gonna steal your intellectual property, even though it's not intellectual at all.
There's absolutely no thought. There's no good thought going into this at all. I mean, listen. They had like a whole bunch of shows about actual LPs, right? Like families and stuff like that, reality shows like that, right? Where it's just a whole group, sort of like.
All right. I'm
like
just gonna
Real
say.
Housewives or
I'm just
something.
gonna say this alone. Yes, they had shows like that.
Yeah, they've had them. So this is just sort of like that, except based on one person, right? Like it's just her life, them following her around.
Oh, they
That
broke up.
sucks.
They broke up. As of January 25th, the first lineup there is the 23-year-old who was trapped in the 8-year-old's body revealed she and her boyfriend have split after receiving backlash about their relationship. So, see, I kind of feel bad for her because how can she possibly meet anyone that's not going to be labeled a creep?
Yo, they couldn't give her like. This is what I'm thinking. Like at the forefront of my mind, they couldn't give her like growth hormone or something to like sort of.
No, she had brain cancer.
Yeah, but and then her brain didn't put out enough growth hormone for her to be like a normal sized person when she.
I don't think it's growth hormone. I think it's something else. Hold on. What caused the 23-year-old?
Couldn't just like give her GH or some shit and like, not like it's gonna roid her out. She's not gonna just be like, well, what if she's like this ripped little fucking like.
Wait, okay. How common is she? Blah, 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 blah. What? Give me the answer, you fuck.
It's like a pituitary gland fucking condition or some shit. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm talking out of my pituitary. No, but I'm just saying, like she has like something stopped her from growing.
It was
right?
a brain.
Like,
it was a brain cancer, a type of brain
and
cancer.
whatever the tumor that was in her head was pressing against something.
This
that would've made her
results
grow.
in a deficiency of growth hormone and other key pituitary
I know,
hormones.
but why couldn't they just give her an extra like 4 inches, maybe?
Well, no,
grow
but
some
it's not
fucking-
just that one growth hormone. There's other things at play. So that's why.
God damn it!
But like,
So now everybody who's into me, it sucks to be her because everybody who's into me wants to fuck a kid, but they're getting like a 40-year-old woman who smokes. Like
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
she's gonna be
yeah,
40.
I saw
and
that.
on boyfriend number 50, and like just like.
just imagine.
Is it because I look like an 8-year-old? Like she's gonna get fucking old.
That's wrong
salty.
and hilarious. Oh my god, that's wrong and hilarious at the same time.
Watch me on OnlyFans. You know what?
Watch me
Like
on OnlyFans.
Her-
Wow, dude, wow. You know, if she opened an OnlyFans, she'd probably be rich in a day. In one
she
day.
became. I'm just saying, like, as sad as it is,
There'd be so many
it-
people simping over
listen,
her.
People are like waiting to see people's feet on OnlyFans. Not even just like I'm a TLC star, because that's just like pretty much what she is now, is like reality TV star. But this dude is branded for life. Yo,
Oh,
does he
forever.
Does he have to notify his neighbors?
Does he have to register?
in the neighborhood?
Does he have to register? People are like, hey, bro, listen. We know you reached out to her, and we know.
Yeah, bro. I know we're best friends and all, but you're not invited to any of my kids' birthday parties. Just saying.
Yeah, listen. Hey, buddy. My wife says I can't hang out with you anymore. You know, you're kind of a creep. Speaking of which, you want to hear something funny?
Bro, you're like my best friend and all, and I love you to death, but the cops are asking me questions.
Yeah, I know you're my good friend.
And he was on TLC, so he's like ringing a doorbell, and then some lady's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're on TV! Oh my God, you're on TV!" And then slam the door. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to tell you this, but."
Hey, buddy. Listen. I know we're friends and all, and we drink together and hang out together and everything, but no, I wasn't gonna go with that. I was gonna say something else. I just lost train of thought. That was bad. I was gonna say, hey, buddy. Now we all know why you always wanted to sit at the kiddie table at dinner parties.
Oh, dude, he volunteered to sit at the children's
He volunteered.
Don't worry, I'll give up my seat.
Yep.
I'll give up my seat. Jesus Christ. The thing is, like, all right, now let's just say, you're the type of person who could set a lot of shit aside, right?
There's nothing to set aside.
No, I'm just saying, like, let's just say just to have a conversation.
He
with somebody.
he physically sought out a 23-year-old who's stuck in a 9-year-old's body, or 8-year-old. What's the difference? 8-year-old,
So
whatever.
you think he was definitely the aggressive pursuant in this
Oh, definitely,
case?
100%. And she's like, oh, somebody likes me. Are you fucking stupid?
Can she have kids?
I don't think so. I don't think she's fully developed. She's
At all. Like, no pubic hair.
you know, it'd be funny if she found the fountain of youth and she literally lives forever because she's 8 forever.
What if she was born in the bathwater of fucking what do they call, not El Dorado? Is El Dorado's in Central is in South America? What was in Florida?
I don't even know what El Dorado is,
Where
bro.
Ponce de Leon was looking for the fountain of youth. What was it called again?
Oh,
There was
my
another name of the
God.
fountain of youth. Ponce de Leon was looking for it. Anyway, maybe she was like baptized in Ponce de Leon water.
Wow.
No, but you know what sucks? She's sort of like that. You ever see Interview with the Vampire? And they like fucking
Yes.
turned. They turned. I
Yes.
almost said Claire Danes. Not Claire Danes. What's
It's
her
not.
name?
It's she's in Small Soldiers. She's in Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind. She's in what's her name?
All these movies. Mary Jane Watson.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's Mary Jane. You're right. Wow. What's her-
Anyway, I think her name was Claudia in the movie, and they turned her into a vampire. She was stuck as like a 10-year-old girl for the rest of her life. That's sort of like this. Do you think she'll ever get wrinkly?
No.
Like, she even think she'll have
She
old
probably
lady face
she
when
will
she's
probably
80?
that'd be. I mean.
Don't they say people of smaller stature live a very long time? Don't they say that?
I think
Compared
so.
to people who are like
Kirsten Dunst, by the way. Her name was Kirsten Dunst.
Dunst. So I'm talking about like as opposed to people who are like above 6 feet tall. People
Yeah,
who are
I think
below
so.
4
I
feet
think so.
tall live longer, right?
I think so.
So it's probably a blessing for her, but she's definitely gonna have a lot of fucking swing and misses, dude.
Well, I
Because
mean,
maybe he realized he's like, oh, dude, I want to fuck kids, and now he's
Well,
disgusted of himself.
listen.
Maybe he had like, maybe he was touched by.
It's
a bit of
gonna
the
be
voodoo.
nearly impossible, or very fucking hard, for her to find love. It is, because everyone's gonna. She's gonna have to think in the back of her mind. Anyone who's interested in her might be, unless she's really naive. And she does seem kind of naive. Just a little bit.
Well, I think she's probably fucking like super sheltered because she was just like a little kid for 20 years. You know, she
Allegedly.
was probably a baby. She's probably a regular ass baby for the first 2 years, and then everything slowed the fuck down after that. And then she's just a kid walking around. You know, like technically she's an LP, right?
Oh,
Technically.
you know what made me laugh, by the way, when Tim Dillon goes, "Can you imagine if it's all a lie and
She
TLC
really
comes
is 8
out,
years old.
TLC comes out and goes, gotcha."
Yo,
Everybody would be like, what?
this is sort of like them not admitting to the guilt of doing toddlers and tiaras and like just saying like, hey, at least she's really an adult. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I agree 100%. No, like 1,000% of that. You can. Yes, for real.
This guy, he's got to stop staring at me. You got to get this guy off the screen. He's creeping me out now.
Yeah, he's looking at you like, ooh. He's like, hey, what's up, buddy? I'm a fucking 8-year-old.
He's got Chomo vibes.
For real. Like, I X'd it out for you. I still see him though. I gotta get rid of this.
Oh God, it burned into my brain. It's like I stared at
But
the sun
like,
for too long.
I feel horrible for her. She has a terrible disease, and she has to deal with this shit her whole life. Creeps. She has to deal with creeps. I'm not saying he's a creep, but he's a creep. You know, I mean,
At least, you know what? At least she's got this to comfort her. At least she knows there's no shortage of people who would be into her. As fucked up as it is, dude. As fucked up as it is, she's not gonna die a virgin. As fucked up as it is.
so I was talking about her to someone, and someone mentioned someone else that would definitely date her. Someone that we all know. And that person I mentioned this person to said this person that we mutually know would definitely date that person. And I said, "What makes you think that?" And her response was, "'Cause he's a creep." And I'm like, "Wow."
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yes.
And
I think you sent me a text.
And
I was thinking, I was like, yeah, pretty
yeah,
much.
and I didn't believe it at first, and I slept on it, and I woke up like this, stretch a little, you know, get ready and go.
Yeah, he would. Be
Yeah,
like,
he
what,
would.
Bro? What, bro?
Yeah,
what,
he would.
bro? She's into
What?
me.
She's
What do you
20.
want
She's
from me?
23. She's gonna be 24 real soon.
Yeah. It's almost painful to realize that there are people out there that are just like
Creeps.
I mean, listen, you know what? Yeah, creeps. Because I don't want to say that desperate, because that's a little offensive. And I don't
Yeah,
wanna
it's
say
not even
like
about
her
being
fault.
desperate. Yeah, it's not her fault either. It's totally a parent's fault for not juicing her up with HGH.
That's what I'm saying. They should have been giving her the old Barry Bonds.
The old Barry Bonds.
She might have only grew to be like 4'10", but she would have been fucking stacked like a fucking like a pit bull.
Like a brick house.
She would have been like fucking, I don't know, like probably women's wrestling, women's WWE, which might not exist anymore since like.
Is that true?
Spoke about this already.
I don't know. We did not speak about the Saudis buying it. We spoke about Vince McMahon having to sell or do something.
Yeah, because
of what happened.
Gropey and sleeping with fucking, you know, like mad bitches and shit.
I don't.
And he had to leave.
Yeah, no, but I don't understand the problem with him sleeping with mad bitches, unless he was just making them sleep with him.
It was the scandal. Yeah, there was sort of scandal involved with some grab ass shit. You know, I mean, you know, I'm being sort of polite about it, but you know, I have no idea exactly what the context was, but I'm sure it was sexual harassment.
So Saudi Arabia has bought WWE.
That's official?
I don't know. Let's see. Vince McMahon said no, but did Saudi Arabia?
Because would they only be outlawing women's wrestling in Saudi Arabia when they bring wrestling there? Or, you know, I have a few ideas about this. Will they get rid of women's wrestling altogether? Or will they only ban it when it's in Saudi Arabia and still have it everywhere else in the world?
It says they're not considering to buy it. They're not.
Okay, but just look at it this way. Imagine every time, like, WWE stars would have to go to, like, Saudi Arabia, and after a couple of years, and you know how, like, out of kayfabe wrestlers are and what kind of lifestyles they live. Sometimes wild. I don't know if you've ever seen the Xavier Woods Page video.
No.
Nah, yeah, it's wild. They, you know, these people be fucking and they're crazy, getting high, getting fucked up, and they're in Saudi Arabia. Someone's bound to get a hand chopped off eventually. I'm just saying, like that Singaporean Kane kid in the 90s who was just caught spray painting and they fucking caned his ass.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to chop some dudes. It's like Bret the Hitman Hart's going to come back with like one less hand after a promo.
So what video were you talking about? Xavier Page?
Xavier Woods. And there was also another wrestler / announcer who was, they did a sex video. All three of them, they made a sex video. You know who Paige is, right? She's the women's champion or divas champion when they used to have the divas.
Yes. What is this?
Yeah.
No.
Many of people you know fapped to a video of her having sex with Xavier Woods and some other dude. She was also...
Wait, this looks fake. Is this not fake? Is this supposed to be another dude in the room?
Yeah, they both tag team her.
Is one dude supposed to be taking pictures or video or something?
Yeah, they both are.
Really?
Yeah, if you watch the whole thing, yeah.
I'm not watching it. I'm looking at Paige again to remind myself.
You're not watching it.
Oh.
This is for...
Nah. This is research.
Research.
This is research.
I'm looking for material for the podcast.
Live. Wait. How many videos were released? Because it seems like there's like hundreds of videos.
Writing off hand lotion on your taxes as a write-off.
Wait. I don't know if this is right or not because it's... Oh, no, this is it. I think. Because, like, when you look at Page on X videos, you know how many pages there are in X videos? They're
That's
all
a very
fucking
common
Page.
porn star. Yes.
So I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go take care of something. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna go. Like, I'll be back. Go take care of something.
Yeah. So, while Mike's beating off. Not obvious. Yeah. So it gets pretty wild. So I'm just predicting, like, if it ever did happen,
What?
it would, it like somebody got out of line in like Saudi Arabia or some shit. They would definitely get. There would be major repercussions. Even though they're sort of open to tourism now. Apparently, they're pretty open to tourism.
Yeah, let's go there next time. Let's do a live podcast from there so we can get arrested for just talking.
Well, I think they're pretty strict with their tourism. I think you're pretty much in this like sheltered tour bus, and you're only going to certain destinations.
So you're basically visiting North Korea.
It's like high-end North Korea. You know, they have a lot of money.
I forgot what I was just gonna. Oh, have you watched The Last of Us?
No, I haven't watched The Last of Us yet.
What's wrong with you?
I have many things wrong with me. I want to play the video game first.
Don't do that.
Apparently,
just watch. Just watch.
I have until May to buy it, so I'll probably buy the video game
Dude,
anyway because I feel like left in the dust that I've never played it.
Yeah, it's a very good game. It really is. They consider it the best game ever made. But like,
Yeah,
I don't know if you
my fucking
saw.
nephew told me he cried at the end of the fucking first one.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I could see that.
He said it's emotional.
It is. It is. And if you play the re-release or the remake or the whatever the hell it is, the endings, I think the same, just different in higher definition. But I don't know if you saw all the outrage about the last episode. Probably not then. So I won't even bring it up.
No, let me tell you, just little side note. I've tried I've done pretty good. I have gone on Reels and YouTube. But the Reels, I tried not to go on the YouTube. I was allowing myself, but I've been away from social media for a month.
Holy shit.
No Facebook, no... I have like hundreds of notifications that I haven't opened up. I haven't been on Messenger, Facebook. I've gone on Instagram, but I haven't posted. I haven't posted since probably before Christmas. I'm trying to unplug from... So I'm not seeing any sort of outrage, even though... I have gone on Reddit, but it was only because I was looking at I have an excuse. I was looking for a walkthrough for a video game.
What game?
What have I finished the God of War Ragnarok not too long ago, and I'm going to do a replay through it. And I got 100% all the trophies in that. I welled up at the end of that video game. I almost cried at the end of that. I didn't quite cry.
I haven't played any of the Gods of War since God of War 2.
They've gotten really good. The last two
I just
were
don't.
fucking
They're like
awesome.
button mashers, aren't they? Button mashers.
No, this is super complicated. There's puzzles and shit. Like you have to go. There's open world maps. In this game, I think there's 7 open world maps that you have to go from one place to the next to unlock shit to get gear to even beat bosses. If you don't have certain gear, you can't beat bosses. So they make it role play-ish. You know what I mean? But it's not really a button masher. You can make it a button masher if you put it on easy, but if you have it on regular, there's certain moves that only work on certain people. So you do have to become pretty familiar with certain combinations and shit like that.
But you should definitely play The
that
Last of
and
Us.
Marvel Midnight Suns, and I've already just breezed through the Deadpool storyline. So
Midnight Suns. Never heard of that. Let me see.
yeah, it's sort of like Magic: The Gathering meets
It's a
Final
tactical
Fantasy.
role-playing game developed by
Unreal.
Fire
I
Access
think.
Games in collaboration with Marvel. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't look
Y2
bad.
Games. It's pretty fun. It's definitely epileptic triggering. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
yeah.
oh, I'm Iron Man. I mean, they're Iron Man. I'm not Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. If you're a nerd, you're into that kind of shit. So I was on Reddit for Midnight Sun walkthrough shit because I was missing a certain item for the game, and that is the only social media I think I've been on at all, if at all. I don't know. I don't count YouTube. See, I don't count YouTube because I watch YouTube like television. You know what I mean? Like I watch whole 45-minute to an hour shows on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Aside, like I use it more like I use my other streaming devices. I feel so I don't feel like it's like social media because I don't personally post on YouTube aside from the podcast.
Yeah.
But that's not the same thing. I feel it's part of that whole broadcasting thing anyway. So I'm gonna see how long I can go before I absolutely like deem it necessary because I've been just in contact with everybody I need to be in contact with just through text message and calling on the phone. So
Yeah, well,
you know.
occasionally you have to find some dumbfounding dipshittery to bring up on the podcast.
Well, yeah.
Do we
and
have-
I've been finding it on YouTube, and I've been doing it through like word of mouth. Like a lot of the stuff that I watch is like on Reels.
I have a question.
Or not reels. I mean, shorts. YouTube shorts.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Who's the dipshit of the week?
Can I have like a late entry into this one?
Sure.
Now, this is somebody who I admired when I was younger, but I just watched the documentary on Netflix, and I was sort of like disappointed because it was sort of like a woe's me sort of documentary, and I just want to see Pamela Anderson's like the dipshit of the week.
I have no interest. I mean, look, the movie Barbed Wire is a classic. It's a fucking classic. But that's the only thing I can remember. I didn't even know there was like I never admired her. I never was really like, oh my god, Pamela Anderson. That was never my thing.
I call me selfish. I just wanted a better happy ending for the documentary. I just felt like they made it too much of a. I don't know. Now it's like.
It's like
I don't
what?
know. It's just like I feel like I felt bad and that like she was a victim like when all that shit happened. Like I was like, wow, that's sort of fucked up. Even though no lie, I probably fapped to that fucking video like 2 or 3 times when it was in my possession as it was circulating around the neighborhood back in 1997. But that being said, I don't know. I really don't feel like guilty about it, I guess. But I do feel bad that that shit got out, you know, because it was like you're sort of battling with yourself at that age of 16 where you're like, your desire to fap outweighs, you know what I mean? Like the like seeing the picture for what it is and that somebody was robbed because, they stole their gun safe out of the fucking garage, which is the stupidest place to put a fucking safe. I'm just saying.
For real.
A lot of people do put their safes in the garage. I think it's one of the stupidest things ever. Not like I'm giving up where I put my safe, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It just seems a little irresponsible. And that tape was in there. And it is before the age of like sex tape for exposure, and they didn't get paid. Neither of them got any fucking money for any of that shit, which sort of sucked. And I was hoping for a happier ending. And I feel bad even now that I'm calling her dipshit of the week, but it's like, I don't know, like, sometimes you make yourself the victim, because it was like a pity party for almost 2 hours.
A 2-hour pity party of a documentary.
Yeah, but they did show her tits a lot. They showed her tits
I mean,
a lot.
she always showed her tits a lot.
A lot. Like on Netflix. I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting to see like 45 pairs of Pamela Anderson tits on Netflix for peppered across an hour and a half of the documentary. And she is in some sheer white house dress that you could sort of see her nipples through. She's a lot paler than she used to be too. She lost her tan, but that's enough critique on Pamela Anderson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you, Pamela Anderson. I don't mean to shit on you, but I just came back from that documentary like we could have had a happier ending.
I don't see how. What'd you expect? An Oscar award-winning documentary?
No, it's just like it sort of fizzled at the end. She's on Broadway doing Chicago. She made a lot of money doing that. She didn't save a lot of her money. She lives in Canada. Blah, blah, blah. I love Tommy Lee. And then she gets divorced during the fucking, like for like the 18th time during the documentary. And she's like, Tommy.
Oh, my God.
And her sons are there and stuff. It's like, I lost my heart on real quick.
She's 55 years old.
My 15-year-old heart on finally is,
Oh, she just got married to another person.
When? Just now? And divorced.
2022. Right? I mean 2020. Excuse me, 2020. Is she divorced now from 2020?
Yes.
It doesn't say divorced on the Wikipedia.
What's his name?
Hold on. Wait, let's see.
Well, she divorced him.
Oh no, she did. His name was. She married someone named John Peters in 2020, and they got divorced in 2020.
I was just a little upset. I'll tell you why I feel slighted by this documentary. Because she hated the Hulu show with Seth Rogen, where he plays the guy who steals the sex tape. Did you ever watch it?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
So she hates it, and I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, it doesn't show her in a bad light in that movie. In that movie, it makes her. It won me over with she totally was violated, and Tommy were violated. Like, I would, if it were me, I would be like, not so much about the sex tape. Like, I would just be like, shit, I shouldn't have made a sex tape and left it in that safe there in the garage. I would have probably blamed myself eventually. I would have called myself the idiot. But nobody should be just like hacking your safe out of its place and taking it. Like, that's a violation. I would be fucking furious about that.
Yeah, of course.
And they both were sort of victims for that too. Like, even though she's like still sort of pissed about it.
So she married a person named Rick Solomon, who's a poker player. He's famous also for having sex with Paris Hilton on a sex tape.
Yes.
They got married in 2007.
And then divorced.
Divorced in 2008.
Because he was a crackhead. There was a crack pipe in the Christmas tree. And he denies it to this day. And then they got married again in 2000.
Then they got married in 2014 and got divorced in 2015.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Crackhead.
Is that why she said?
She said that because he's a crackhead.
Wait, I got married with him because I thought he was different, and then I found out he was a crackhead. Still.
She's married to Kid Rock, and they call him Bob. Her and the kids call him Bob.
Isn't that his real name?
Yeah. It's just like, it's so funny that Kid Rock, if you're Kid Rock's like really good friend, you call him Bob.
Yeah, or Robert. I forgot.
No, I doubt that they call him Robert. Everybody goes to his ex-wife calls him Bob. That's what they were calling him in the house. Hey, Bob. It's just hard to like put Bob like name to face.
Then
Kid Rock is such a brand, like just call him fucking Bob.
Then she married a person named John Peters, who's currently 77 years old.
Now he is, but
yeah.
When did she marry? I don't know.
She married him when she was 75.
She like Elizabeth Taylor. That's like sort of what Elizabeth Taylor did. She got married like 9 times or some shit, and that was the tabloid norm for decades.
Well, this guy's a film producer and hairdresser. John Peters.
Oh, I'm out of water.
Well, that's a sign we should wrap it up then. No water, no fun. Plus, I have to go to bed.
We're gonna shut this down.
Thanks.
And we'll think about what we're gonna say, and and talk about in the next ridiculous episode of Dumbfounded Dipshit.
This wasn't really that ridiculous. I mean, the slapping was kind of ridiculous.
Slapping is ridiculous.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
The thing is, like, I am not gonna miss it if it gets canceled. I'm not.
No one would.
If they get
No
rid of
one
it.
would.
But as long as it's around, it is definitely worth the ADD watch.
I'm not gonna spend a penny on it. But if you keep popping it up in a short video in my algorithm, I might watch it.
15 seconds is perfect.
Yes.
15 seconds
Smack. Done. Goodbye. Yep. Thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. Thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. We're live Wednesday nights at 9:15 usually. Sometimes 9:10, but usually 9:15 now. Check us out. Like, subscribe. Give us ideas. You can always message us in the chat or in the comments and give us ideas for episodes or things to talk about. Have a good night, everybody.
We'll talk about guano and bird shit.